Good morning. Today it is 6:13 in the morning. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. It's 6:13 in the morning, and I have an alarm going off in 2 minutes. Hold on, let me turn this off because that'll be really awkward for the video. And today we're doing a morning analysis on gold. Gold had a sell-off last night, so I'm interested to see. I literally haven't looked at the charts. I've literally opened my laptop and I just immediately put on the camera. So I'm interested to see what it did last night, like for the rest of New York session. So let's have a little zoom in and have a little look. Okay, it seems to not be breaking this low. It seems to have bounced here and then just kind of made this level of support here, and there was also like another little bounce off of that area here. So we've got two swing lows, we've got a higher swing low here, and it looks like price is coming back onto that correction. Now, because prices are all-time highs, I'm not jumping in, right? Because what I ideally would have wanted to see, hold on, let's move this over so it's a little bit more clear. And let me just briefly turn off the sessions because it'll be clearer. All right, what I wanted to see to take sells at all-time highs was, we can see prices clearly made higher low, higher high, and then it's done a rejection, and then it's basically made an equal high. If not, it's actually broken the high in terms of wicks. Now on the 1 hour, obviously it doesn't look super clear that it broke the high, but the lower down you go in time frames, the easier you'll be able to see it. Okay, we'll go. Let's just go here. You can see prices clearly wicked past the all-time high, so it's made a new high, technically. Now, I'm not going to say that's a higher high. No, it's an equal high, but still it's good to take into consideration because we can't exactly say that prices formed a lower high here. So it's basically done. It's basically formed a high because this area you can't see on the 4 hour. It just looks like it's made a high. It's made a higher low, and it's made a higher high, and then it's made just a low. It's just broken past the structure. So in a way, because we've got this 1 hour low here, price has made an indication, correction, and continuation. But if price is going up, right, and then it makes an indication and a correction, why would I then take a sell? Because price is still broken past the high. So it shows that price can still break past highs. Now, it didn't swing past the high. It still made a higher high. Again, like, I don't know if I've said it enough, but I'm still a beginner trader. And I'm not, like, I haven't had years in the charts of experience. I've just learned ICC based off of Trades by Sky's videos. I have a, like, YouTube trading course playlist where I list out all the videos that I learned from. I'm not the complete pro, so whether or not someone with more experience would take that trade, might be them. But as a beginner, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the fundamentals and seeing, okay, price made a higher low after we broke a low. So is price bullish or bearish? I don't know. So that's when this zone here kind of becomes this like no trade zone. And then even though price has broken a low here and it's made a higher high here, my trade zone, I just move it to here because it's like I don't want to take a trade if I don't know what direction price is going. Is it going high? Is it going low? It's broken a high and a low, so it's not giving me any definitive direction. That's just me personally. That might not be everyone, because I had a few people that were like, oh, yep, sells below this level. And like, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, I agree, like, sells probably below this level because it's basically made an equal high, but I just don't have the confidence, and fundamental-wise, it doesn't make sense to me. And I know that if I were to do my journaling later on and I had taken this sell, and imagine this sell from this level would have failed, I would have been kicking myself because I would have been like, why did I rush into the trade? Like, there was no need to rush into the trade. Clearly, price wasn't clear. Like, hold on, I have replay because I have the paid program. Oh, what the freak? It looks so different. Excuse me. Let me turn this off because I'm so confused. It literally just got rid of all of my analysis. And it messed it up. Where did I want to do it from? Okay, from the 21st of Just please don't mess it up for me again. Oh, I forgot where I'm doing it from. Nah, I'm not. Because that doesn't look the same. That doesn't look the same as what I've been looking at. Anyway, forget that ever happened. But what I'm trying to basically say is, because price was breaking below here, I didn't know if it was forming a higher low to make another higher high, because it's basically made a higher high here. So that's why I was waiting for price to get below this level, which we ended up breaking past. So we can say this is no longer support. Let's get rid of that extra alert. I'm going to bring this level down to that wick, because price made a rejection off at this level. I had a separate one just so I could remember what my original plan was this morning, but I'm changing it and I'm having that box there. This price bearish below, we've gone past that now. Like, we can get rid of that because it doesn't really matter anymore. Like, even if price has already broken past here, if price decides to retrace back up, that's completely fine, but the new indication level is here now. So now we can get rid of that no trade zone and drag this down. This will be now the full no trade zone. So the reason why I'm not going to be jumping in at trades on this is because we didn't get this with the lower high and then a lower low. We got that higher high, so there's no definitive direction unless it goes into here, forms a lower high, and then forms a lower low. That's ideally what I want to see today. Now, will that happen 100%? Probably not. But yeah, I would definitely like to, so that we can get that definitive market structure going on. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. In terms of candle closes, I know this looks like a lower low, but it's still wicked into a higher high. But now, like, on the 4 hour, it definitely looks like a higher low and a lower low. And like, I know that this looks like a lower high. I know this looks like a lower high on the 4 hour. I knew that yesterday, but the 1 hour was still showing that it was basically wicked into that direction. So it's not 100% that lower high. So yeah, that's why I didn't base the trade off of it. But now it's gonna look cleaner if it decides to form a lower high. And then at least then I actually have, if I do choose to take a trade, I actually have somewhere that makes sense to put my stop loss. Like, it makes sense to put my stop loss in the middle of this range rather than putting it at the all-time high. But yeah, I'm just really, this is just me being like picky because we're at all-time highs. If we weren't at all times, it'd be different. But yeah, anyway, these are the two levels that I want my alerts at. So I only want to be alerted if price goes here or if price breaks here, which I'll be alerted obviously first. And then once price breaks here, my alert's obviously going to go off. I'm going to add another alert in so that I can know when price gets back below the level so that I can look to take an entry. Now, if price continues to chase its way down, that is completely fine, but I'm not going to get alerted until price goes back to that level. So anyway, we'll save that. Let's have a look at the DXY. I want to see if it's gone bullish. It does look like it has. This dynamic support level is not really working. Yeah, that dynamic support level is not working the best. It's working below this, but that was only 2 touch points. It looks like it's on a downtrend, but I want to see price break here and break here to know that the DXY is properly going bullish. So I want it to continue this bullish market structure. I want it to break this high, and then I want it to break past this high on the downtrend, because this could all be internal structure to form a lower high. So it could just be going like this and then go back down. Do you know what I mean? And it would still overall look like a downtrend. But now I'm really zoomed in on this chart and I'm super aware of it. But yeah, even still, like, we want to see price break here, want to see price break this one here to know that it's going bullish. But as far as I'm aware, it looks bullish. I'm going to move this now to make the most sense for the most recent price action. Maybe I'll do 2, because price still did break below, which could be an indication of price going bearish. But we'll see which one price respects the most, because it could go here, it could bounce, and then it could go lower, or it could just completely disrespect it and just continue its way up. But other than that, price has been bullish, as you can see the last few days. So I'll just let that be. I want to move. Oh, that's just my desktop. I want to move this alert up to this low, because now this is the low that we're looking for price to break if it's going to go back bearish. So if it breaks below here, we can expect gold to be bullish again and start pushing towards all-time highs. And if gold breaks up here, we can if the DXY breaks up here, we can expect gold to be bearish. Now, I'm not the best at marking up this chart just because the DXY confuses me a little bit. It's still a work in progress, but so far we're getting there. I think I'm going to delete this dynamic support level because it just doesn't really make any sense. Let me zoom out. Yeah, we've got this one now. The other one doesn't really make sense. We can use this swing high to support it even more because price still basically bounces off of it here. Or would we use this? We could use this. I don't know. Okay, that's the DXY analysis, and then we'll double check the gold weekly analysis. We did get some interesting movements. So obviously gold has had a sell-off. This is the low that price needs to break to completely break what's happening. But as you can see, price has broken this dynamic support level, and it looks like it's about to break this dynamic support level, and it already has really broken past here. So I want to see if price is going to break this one, but as far as we're aware, when I'm looking at the weekly analysis, gold has gone bearish because I was waiting for gold to break here, and then it was going bearish. So I'd want to see it break past here even more. So even if it just broke there, I would feel pretty confident in the fact that gold is bearish. But yeah, it's all about just now finding an entry to take sells if there is an entry. So let's go to my daily journal and let's do some journaling of today and what we're expecting price to do. I gotta go to work in a minute. Pre-market analysis. Okay, let's do gold. High time frame bias is bearish now. The new indication level that price broke. I'm talking about that low. And then the indication low, also the dynamic support on gold weekly. What was that level of the day? I don't know if I can remember. The trend high on the DXY, the two trend highs. Access to news events. Let's have a look at news. I don't know if there's any news today. No news today. Market conditions. We look like we're doing a reversal. Could be choppy, but slightly trendy. I say it's slightly trendy simply because it broke past this high, so it was choppy in this range. So I want to see if price makes that lower high. Because what if price does this? Like, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, if price does this and forms a little bit more of a higher high, I'm gonna be like, price is like choppy. Not until it forms this lower high and then goes to make a lower low will I be confident that price is super trendy. My bias today is sell setups. I'm waiting for the correction, making a lower high and the continuation. Invalidation if price forms a high. Max risk is 1%. Trade management is 1 trade a day. how I'm feeling. How am I feeling? I lucky feel like I want to take a trade. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. Oh. I'm listening to Heinz on YouTube right now. Market always presents opportunities. That's what I'm going to remind myself today. Alright, that's basically it for this morning. I've set my alerts. I've got my analysis. I can take that off of my list. Yeah, I feel pretty good about today, to be honest, because if price does end up doing that indication forming a higher high and then making that bullish structure, like to give you a little bit more insight on what I actually want to see is I want to see price form that lower high with some structure, and then I want to see price break past that structure and then move towards starting to break lows and then to take a trade here. That's what I genuinely want to see. So I want to see that happen. I want to see it break the low. I want to see it break the lows on the way back down to do that continuation. That's how we know that there's a continuation. And then as soon as price is broken a low, I don't need to wait for a retrace. I just want to see price break lows and then I can take a trade when we're back below this level. So yeah, that's literally what I'm thinking today. Again, it's not guaranteed. This isn't financial advice. I don't know if the price gives me more information that opposes taking the trend, then I won't take it. But as far as now, that's what I'm looking at. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys had a great trading day yesterday. Hopefully you took the sales or found an entry somewhere there. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later today.